You play a video for If You Melifonwu?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man. This guy deserves some love.
Yeah, look, practice. You know, it's practice. We practice full speed. We work. We compete, and so you get a pretty good idea of what you think some of these players can do, and then you go with it. You know, you trust your gut and you go with it. And we felt like that was the right move. And Iffy's continued to grow. You know, and look, Iffy. His thing really has been the durability. Well, he's been healthy, man. He's been able to stay on the field, and his body's holding up. And he's a smart, athletic, physical player. He's got length and range, and him back there with Kirby. Look, we're getting better. We're getting better. And same deal, man, with Vildor and Doris. Give them a shot out there on the outside edge. It just makes us, we felt like it made us better. Give them a chance to go, and now we get Jerry back on teams as well, because Jerry's a good special teams player now, as a gunner and a jammer. So, and so we just, we keep working through it. Give these guys an opportunity and let them compete. And we were good today. Those guys played well on the back end.
This man, Iffy Melifonwu, played the best game in his Lions career by far. He was the best player on the Lions defense. Out there, you know, PFF didn't have him rated in the top 5 for whatever the hell reason they're trying to make up, but he was making absolute plays. He had the sack fumble on Russell Wilson. He had multiple pass breakups. He had a couple more tackles for loss. He was flying around, laying the stick, and the one play that he let up, that touchdown, it wasn't even a touchdown. Like, the ball was moving. It wasn't a touchdown. Iffy was playing fantastic football. It was amazing to see. He is a former cornerback, so he does have better ball play skills. He's got better coverage skills, I would say, than a Tracy Walker. And he's just as big, if not bigger. If he's a big dude, he's like 6'2", 6'3", out there making plays. I'd love to see it out of him. He was playing like a bat out of hell, had a fantastic game, and hopefully he continues to play like that.
Listen, the 2021 draft, this is Brad Holmes' rookie draft class. Like, hit himself as a rookie GM. After got to the 3rd round pick, I got to have our guy Scott Bischoff on, shout out. And we got to discuss the matter. Obviously, the whole draft class. As soon as we got to Ifantu Melifonwu, 3rd round pick, cornerback out of Syracuse, 6'3", 210 pounds. I said, Scott, he's gonna play safety, right? Like 6'3", 210 pounds. Like, unless he's Richard Sherman, that they don't grow on trees, he's got to be playing safety. There's just no way. And sure shit, he has. And he's kind of been stunted by whether it's like injuries and just it being a position change from cornerback to the safety position, because you can have different like blitz packages. Like going from an outside corner at the collegiate level to an NFL safety.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing more offensive linemen, more 300-pound white dudes chasing after you. Like it's a different game. And so it took him some time to do that. That was also hampered and stunted by a lot of the injuries. I think he had an ankle injury last year, a hamstring injury his rookie year, and then finally this year, a finger injury he got in trying to like shed blocks from like Brock Wright. Mm-hmm. But he's still out there doing the work, by the way. Wore a club on Saturday night. And still had 2 pass deflections, the fucking sack strip. Yeah. I mean, is he going to be this good? Is this what this kid? I mean, because like he played good in Chicago too. I think he had a couple TFLs in Chicago games as well.
I think he can be. I definitely think he can be. And where are those Aaron Glenn haters at now, huh? He can't make adjustments. He doesn't change anything. Put in Iffy Melifonwu, that's making a hell of a difference. We saw that the past 2 games. He put in Khalil Dorsey and Kendall Vinder over Jerry Jacobs. Seems like that's making a difference too. So that shut up real fast. This guy Iffy played out of his goddamn mind. It was extremely impressive watching him. He was all over the place. He was flying around the field, multiple tackles for loss. That sack he had coming on that delayed blitz, he blew Russ the fuck up. It was awesome. I hate Russell Wilson, so I love seeing him get smacked like that.
Big future fan.
And yeah, big future guy.
By the way, shout out to Detroit Lions DJ Ray playing all the future hits before the show.
This shit's awesome. If she catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry. But he sacked him, stripped him. It was beautiful. Beautiful game for Iffy all around. Man's going crazy.
It's again, I'm tripping a little bit because like we've been like salivating over the fact that GJ, whose injury window's been activated today, by the way, too. It's 21-day window activated, as well as Jason Kabenda too. But we've been like salivating at the fact of like him returning. But now like Iffy, it's like, okay, well, take your time.
Yeah.
Get healthy.
Yeah.
Is that fair? I mean, is he the real? Am I tripping, Kenny? Is Iffy the real deal right now?
It's looking good. It's looking good. But I also like how AG is scheming it up.
Yes.
He wasn't afraid to try something different, and that's what we've been wanting to see out of him in his defense. You know, they've been getting torched lately. So I definitely like him scheming them up and putting Iffy in there and giving him some snaps, man. He definitely made use of them. So.
And real quick too, because I know a lot of people like want to talk about the blitzes when it comes to AG. I looked up this morning. I think we're like the 7th most. I think 43% of the time we're blitzing on the third downs specifically. But I think what was different for me is just like those delayed blitzes. And I hit the group chat on Saturday while we were watching I think it was the Cincy game, because they had Mike Hilton, and you know how they just creep up. The clock ticks down 5, 4, and then there's somebody from the backfield, Troy Polamalu-esque, just goes sprinting before the line hits 0, where they have to hike the ball, and next thing you know, you're in there for like a sack, or at least you're opening up another lane for somebody else to get the sack. That's the shit that I really haven't, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I just don't remember that happening too often for the Detroit Lions. But again, you cashed in on one this past Saturday. I think Iffy's is opening up things they want to do. And no offense to Tracy Walker, I just think Iffy also provides like a better pass coverage for you as well. I mean, he's a former defensive back, for Christ's sakes. Like by trait, he's better at defending the pass than anybody. He was sticky in coverage. He did have one touchdown lit up on him. I'm not ignoring that, but it was a tightly contested touchdown, and shit, it almost got turned over.
It wasn't a touchdown.
In fact, I think I saw the Broncos called over their offensive team to go back out there because they thought it was gonna get turned over too. It was up there. But I man, if this guy's real, man, and I'm a big salary cap guy. I think football is the biggest team sport there is. That's why you see me pitching fits about the Jared Goff situation. CJ's nice. I understand what he is, but if this is what we're getting out of Iffy, CJ's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah,
he's not guaranteed to come back yet. He is starting a podcast with Eric Woodward from ESPN, who's official Detroit Lions reporter. So maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe we do get CJGJ back. But either way, man, shout out to AG. Hats off to him, and hats off to Iffy. And shit, if we're going off of AG in the secondary in general, Kendall Vildor, you guys, I see him getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Khalil Dorsey too.
Khalil Dorsey
actually outsnapped Kendall Vildor in that game. And he had that one on that screen they had. He blew it up like right away.
Oh yeah, that was a great play. Great play. Stuck the dude, made him drop the ball. The defense played great, man. The defense played great all around. They had a very good game. Josh Pascal also had a fantastic game. He was in there making plays. He had a sack. He had some big plays, a couple tackles for loss. The Lions defense played fantastic. They had Russ scared the entire game. They were making things happen. They were punching balls out, forcing incompletions. It was a great game to watch.
Were you about to say something, Kenny?
No, it's almost like you didn't even notice Hutch out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a phenomenal point.
Yeah.
I mean, I did people in a couple one-on-ones where he was still rushing Russ. I think he may have had a QB hit or so, but it looked like a different defense. And it was just because of, like, I think it's just the players. I mean, we've been saying that too all season. Like, we were defending the Glenn. So, like, hey, man, the personnel isn't, like, ideal. Isn't what he wanted. Now, obviously, Iffy, we didn't know that. As soon as Iffy came back, AG started him. So, obviously, that's something we've been banking on. We've been thinking about for quite a while now. He's not even fully healthy. He's still wearing the club. And he put him out there. So, it's like, okay. Now we're seeing different blitz packages.
Like Anzo looked back. He looked ready to go. He was making plays.
Yeah.
He was flying around the field.
I love Anzo, man.
Yeah. He's fast, man. He gets to the ball, too.
Yeah. Hey, AG don't develop guys.
He might be starting the
linebacker
linebacker for the Whites.
He might be starting the linebacker for the Whites. I don't think you. I reckon you might be right. I reckon you might be right, Charles.
He's having a great year, man. And it was good to have him back because his sideline-to-sideline speed on top of his coverage ability opens up a lot for that back half of the secondary because he can cover so much ground. And he gets to the ball, he attacks the ball, and he helps gang tackles. So it was good to see Anzo. He looked like, obviously this is his, second game back since the injury, but he looked back in this game. He looked like he did.
Look back at it.
Wow. Then he looked good.
I saw Josh Pascal sighting too. I saw one in the Woodward Sports Chat as well from Thomas Rotondi.
He had a sack. He had a couple tackles for loss.
Vicious sack too.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that personally because that's a guy who like we kind of rock with just from as we were fortunate enough to like
the foot cancer.
Yeah, come back from foot cancer. Well documented. Amen. Hey, solid brother. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for that. But no,
chills with my cousin.
We had chills and kills and thrills, all that good stuff. But we had a couple viral clips just breaking down that 2022 draft class, and that was one who kind of showed us love back. He was a follow on Instagram as well as Malcolm Rodriguez, and so I've been in this corner and I've been like hesitant to like. I guess critique him too much in a biased way. I'll fully admit, but because I did believe something was there.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked about it earlier jokingly, but he did come back from foot cancer.
Yeah.
I don't care what you said. It was foot cancer. The cancer was on his
It was
foot.
cancer on his
Classified
foot.
as foot cancer.
Yes.
He looked good at Kentucky too, man.
He looked
He
really
did.
good at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just didn't want him to fall into that curse of the second round picks
Yeah.
with the Lions, man.
That's my cousin went to Kentucky, and she was like, yeah, he was basically their whole defense that year.
A lot of cousins in Kentucky.
A lot of cousins in Kentucky.
For sure.
That's for damn sure. But no, he showed up. And again, like Kenny said, like you almost even noticed Hutch out there.
Sawyer's in Kentucky.
He had a couple like impact plays. I think he's moving to Atlanta now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Was he like sound guy or
Yeah.
Well, I don't
The
even know what he's doing
Falcons.
specifically. Yeah. It's pretty sick.